Hi, it's Monday night, the 8th of June, day 160 of Living the Dream. Wow. My power statement I wrote down last night for this morning said this: I will make sure I have something exciting to look forward to today, and that I have something fun to do or experience something fun today, and that I put them on my to-do list. And I will continue working on finishing up designing all of my worksheets until I have them all done and up on Google Docs. That was the power statement. Every once in a while, Kath and I get to duo, it's called a duo call with our son Adam. And when he answers the phone, it's showing our little Huxley sitting at the table eating his breakfast for the morning. I suppose this could count as being both fun and exciting, because it is. Today we got to duo with Huxley, and it was so funny because he's talking like a storm now, and it's so sweet. He had a lot of things to talk about with us, and so did our son. Adam finished his basement finding and has started the work on getting a good renter or renters for it. Advertising that and showing him through. Once he does get somebody to rent, his mortgage will drop by $1,500 a month, because that's what he's going to charge. It's a beautiful, almost 2,000 square foot basement with the kitchen and living room. It's just exciting, and he's very excited about that. He and his wife have worked really hard, saving up the money and doing most of the work down there to get it all done, and it's growing their equity in their home. Anyway, this was fun to have him do a tour and show us that to do the little duo with Huxley eating his breakfast this morning. It was so great. Now, here's my to-do list for today. Right there, just had one yellow highlight. I scratched out the videos, and I'm just working on my worksheets. That's what I wanted to do today. Check my bank account, check my emails, fun, and watch Office Hours of Jordy. That's what we did tonight as well. So it's been great. Done. Got it done. I worked on doing some more worksheets, like I said, and getting the design and branding done. I even rebuilt one from scratch because it was looking too blurry. But let me show you something here, what I'm talking about here real quick. I'm going to show the picture and call that up. Okay, right there we go. If you can see, down here, that 4 rows, there's the 4 little categories of videos, of podcasts, of worksheets, of lessons. And you can see some of the worksheets, blue branding and design work, so they all look like they're tied to the same thing. So it's just great. It's coming along. I'm really pleased about that. Croy then asked, get to honest with yourself, Marty. What didn't go well today? Or what could you have done better? Did you wake up early and start strong this morning? Check. Did you start your morning with power? Absolutely. It's every morning. I have to tell you, doing that win the morning, win the day routine, and taking that 50 minutes with the last 20 being dynamic exercises, and then relaxing, and then having breakfast with a little TV watching, and come up here to my office because I got some exciting things that are drawing me up. It really gives you a good, powerful start to your morning. Anyhow, did you get the most important things done? Check. Did you move your goals forward to a portal of my mind, the world of the physical? I think there's about 4 or 5 more worksheets. Did you move your goals forward? Of course. Did you show up as the person you wanted today? I did. Little Huxley sure made that happen. It made me just think so much about family and what I'm doing and why I'm doing things, and my wife. It was fun. Kathleen was able to enjoy the duo call as well. What about your personal time with Kathleen today? Were you present? We did. We chose ahead of time. We were going to watch a Jody Moore video this evening, which we did. It helped relax our mind, and it was just good thoughts of how to do right thinking. I've chosen to combine all of these get honest questions with this question, like I said. Were you honest with yourself today about your task today, Marty? Did you keep your commitments and promises you made to yourself this morning? Well, I told myself that I would get 5 more worksheets, all upgraded, and that I would do the fun and exciting things today. And so, yes, start out with the fun and exciting right from the get-go, and I kept my promise that I would do today about my worksheets. So, way to go, Marty. Woo! The next question is, what movies did you watch in your mind today, Marty? Did you make time for them? Well, another way to put it is, were there any new movies that your 2 amigos went out and called up onto your screen in your mind during the day today? And if so, what were they about? Well, I watch my must-see TV favorite 5 movies. I do that every morning. And that's, of course, it's the Why movie, and then the Vision movie, and then the Coaching movie, and then the Insights movie, and then the Facebook Messenger online type movie, and all those things going. So, yes, I watched those. And we had some good movie watching with the Jody Moore Right Thinking with video tonight with Kathleen. So, that was great input going forward. Next, Corey asked, what's the one thing that didn't go well today, Marty? Was there one thing you could have done better that would have made all the difference going forward? And if so, what's that one thing? And he says, what's the one thing that you'd want to get done tomorrow, even if your day goes sideways, getting it done, and you'd still feel successful in doing it? What would that one thing be? And once you decide what that one thing is, put it into a power statement for starting your day strong tomorrow. Well, as I thought about this again tonight, I thought about how my goal of getting all 150 plus of my video journal entries updated with teaser questions and teaser statements like I talked about, and got a lot, I think there's over 25 done now, has been a huge goal and has caused some difficulty on my part with me trying to stay excited about taking that time. It takes a lot of time watching those videos and typing or should I say, it's going to take weeks to get them all caught up. Well, breaking this goal up into smaller bite-sized groups of videos and then doing something else as a break in between has helped me a lot last week, and so I'm doing that. That's the one thing that will make all the difference going forward until that task is done. It stretches it out. I don't think it's now, as I thought about it, I don't think it's that important to have all 160 of them all done. But I've got like 25, and I'll probably have 30. But if I can do two or three a day, plus update things, I think I'll be much happier. And so here's my power statement. That one thing included. I will do 3 video updates with teaser questions each day, and then get on with other tasks. And in time, I'll have gotten caught up doing a video a night, and then 3 update and a video a night and 3. In time, I'll get caught up, and then I'll stay on top of that and not get behind again. So that's my power statement. Oh, it made me feel much better now. Next, Christ asks, were there any mistakes or failures that you can turn into a tool of success going forward? Well, I had an ink problem today. I saw a couple days ago, I showed you that ink problem. But anyhow, I continued and it persisted. And when I went to print a couple of samples of worksheets again, I got a problem with that. So I went and had to get ink last Friday. When I went to print another color print, as it all faded and looked like a colored ink was all gone, that made it so that I had to go to the store and get some ink. When I got back home and put them all in, replacing the cartridges I had in the printer, they wouldn't go in. I tried all 3 colors and realized that it had gotten the wrong ink cartridge size. Instead of the 203 and the 204 and the 205, I got the 104 and the 103 and the 102. So I had to go back to the store and take them all back and exchange them. And that took even more time. I failed to get the right cartridges, and I failed to just put one in at a time to see that it worked before tearing open that and put another one in. So lesson learned. I'm not sure if there's a tool of success in that I can turn into a tool of and turn this failure into a tool of success. I can possibly tell myself to be compassionate with myself and be curious as to why that happened and how can I avoid it in the future going forward. I'm going to write down on a sticky that number of those cartridges and have it right up here, so whenever I get ink, it'll be right there to remind me. And I only open one at a time, making sure it's working instead of opening up and ready to go and then realize it doesn't fit. I can do that to remember. Remembering to do these 2 steps will keep me from making the same mistake twice. But I'm not so sure that's a real tool of success. Anyhow, the next item is to rate my day's effort. I gave today an 8 because I worked on my worksheets at the speed of 10 today, and I got a lot done, and I feel like I accomplished a lot in getting more pieces of my dream through the portal of my mind into the world of the physical. That's what it's all about. 5 days, 6 days a week, boom, getting that done to where I can get coaching. Okay, I want to end the day strong. Here's what I'm grateful for today. First of all, I'm grateful for Google Docs. And I showed you that picture of that up on Google Docs. It's so great. I say that because it's going to save me from having to pay for a website right at the get-go before I have even done a beta test or my own focus group on my beginner entrepreneur coaching series like I teach in one of my lessons, is to test it out. Test. So that's nice to know I can have that there. I can explain to folks what I'm doing at the beta test and then send them to my Google Docs to review a lesson and then to do the 2 worksheets and read another lesson, the 2 worksheets and so forth. And it frees me up the money and the time like that until I can really see and tighten things up so that it's before I go out and pay a bunch of dollars and realize I got to change it all. So that's what I'm doing. I'm so grateful that I got Google Docs. Next, I'm grateful for the law of success called the law of insignificance. Just as a beautiful building is created from pieces of stone or bricks stacked on each other, individual bricks, each of which in itself appears to be insignificant. In like manner, successful life is constructed the same way. So I'm grateful for that principle of insignificance because it becomes significant. All these little insignificant things put together is a significant, beautiful building, is a significant, incredible, successful life. I'm grateful for the principle of success that says, start marching toward your ultimate goal by making the next task you perform, regardless of how unimportant or insignificant it may seem, make it a step in the right direction. At least fall forward, in other words. If you're falling stumble, at least fall forward. Commit this question to memory and use it to evaluate everything you do. And here it is. Will this help me take me where I want to go? Will this help me where I want to go? Is it going to take me there? If the answer is no, back off. If it's a yes, press ahead and own it as a step of living the dream. Isn't that a great thought to end the day? Great thoughts and principles like that one plays a great role in my journey to business alignment, and it helps me get it into focus. Anyway, until tomorrow night when I'll be right back here at this laptop, I wish you continued success. Good night.